So if you could say it briefly, what is Black is Gold? What's the mission here?
So the Black is Gold organization is a peer mentoring group for African American teenage girls throughout the Chicagoland area. We focus on sisterhood, community service, as well as career and college readiness, resume building and writing, as well as networking, learning how to brand yourself, not only just social media appropriately, but also branding yourself in person to other people who you may want to connect with, setting your vision and your goals for the future.
When did you start Black is Gold?
So Black is Gold has been going on for a year. We just made a year back in January. So I was in a class, Afro History, and I had a teacher. Her name is Miss Bedford Carter. So she would always talk about internalized racism and loving yourself. And I felt like that was something growing up as a child that I struggled with. And on top of that, at that time in my life, I was thinking, well, what's next for me? Okay, you're going to high school every day. You're going out every weekend. What are you doing that's impactful? What are you doing that's motivating? What's going to get you to the next level? So then I went on to contact a young lady named Layla. She is actually my business partner. Hey, let's do a photo shoot. And I said, let's call it Black is Gold, because Black women, they're golden. Let's talk about the various differences in our community. I said, let's sit down, let's display this beauty, let's let everyone see it. So then we're doing a photo shoot, we do a model call, we get over like 30 submissions for models.
How did you find models?
Made a flyer. So we said, hey, we're looking for models, email us at such and such email, and then we'll get back to you.
Where did you post it?
On Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. People were like texting it to each other. Oh, they're looking for models. I want to be a model.
Wait, so Black is Gold, the whole nonprofit, this whole movement came out of a photo shoot?
Yes. So then we go into like, well, what's next? Like, we need more publicity for this. This needs to get noticed more. So we end up contacting a young lady down in Spelman. Her name is Ansa. So she writes for the Maroon Tigers. And we went on to ask her like, oh, could you write an article about Black is Gold and the whole concept behind our visual, our photo shoot, things like that. So then once that happened, she was like, well, this is a nice concept. Like, it's beautiful that you ladies want to acknowledge what's going on in our community amongst Black women. You want to acknowledge their beauty and things like that. So she was like, well, you need to go further on and make an impact on the community even more. Like, come up with something that's impactful to the world, that you will leave your mark. So then she's like, come up with an organization. So
Anta planted this idea in your mind. And then the more you thought about it, what made you go, I should create this?
It wasn't confirmed for me that I should create this until I went to go speak to a group of 6th through 8th graders at Marcus Garvey Elementary School. We just talked about like women empowerment, loving yourself, being confident with who you are. Then I would have them write these note cards. Like, how did I do? What can I do to improve? So I don't read the note cards until probably like a week later. So I read these note cards, and these little girls, they like inspired me, filled something up in me that I've never felt in my life before. How I'm inspiring them to go out and be an entrepreneur. I'm inspiring them to go out and do whatever they want to do, achieve whatever they have to achieve. They needed resources to simple things that in my life I never looked at to be like a big deal or big scale, because these young ladies, like, they don't know the proper undergarments to go underneath their clothes, or they don't know what entrepreneurship is, or they don't know all these basic things that I knew what they were, and I just thought it was really small, but to them it was a really big deal. Oh, it's a need for this. I have to keep going. I have to make sure that they
so you noticed the need for it, and you were like, I should do this more. I should scale this up.
Yes.
On the website and other places, you've mentioned that there are a lot of programs for mentoring teenage girls, but not many ran by teenage girls. What do you think is the advantage of creating an organization being your target audience?
The advantage of that is you know what your target audience needs. When adults or someone older is trying to say, you guys need this, and that's not even what we need at that moment. Like, it's other things that we need. You're trying to tell us what you needed when you were our age, and that's not what we need anymore. Like, it's a whole new generation. It's a whole new like element where our heads are. Like, a lot of youth in Chicago and a lot of youth everywhere are trying to be entrepreneurs.
So it's a lot easier because you feel the needs that you're trying to create solutions for.
Yes, and then on top of that, if I don't feel like that's my need, then my business partners, Layla or Jill, they may think like, oh, that's a need, and then we bring that need to the girls, because everyone comes from a different lifestyle.
Are the main way that you're benefiting your members, is that through the events and the workshops that you host?
Yeah, so our workshop's Girl Boss 101. So they teach the girls how to create a resume, how to network, how to brand yourself via social media or in person. When you come to a Girl Boss 101 event, you walk in, you sit down, and then there's always going to be a guest speaker. So it's going to be someone who is specializing in that field. So it's a lot of interactive activities and then a lot of hands-on activities. That workshop is just mainly focused on that one topic, and it'll close out.
Definitely when it comes to time management, when it comes to how I carry myself, knowledge. I've learned so much with Black is Gold. I feel like I can take this one step farther now. The sisterhood, the foundation that I have is just building me up to be a better person in general.
How do you use social media to promote Black is Gold?
So we use social media, one, to post inspirational quotes for people on a daily. Also, just share like what opportunities are out there for high school students, not even just girls, but also the young men out there, just share opportunities. So maybe like cancer research opportunities or an internship or a job. Also to promote our events, like if we're having a public event, we want to promote that and bring like everyone out, not just our members, but everyone. We're also connecting with different businesses and people that we see that we might want to collaborate with. We want them to come out to our event or sponsors or things like that.
How often do you post? Like, what's your marketing strategy?
So we have two publicists, Dana Wilson and Adira Gresham. So they both create a social media schedule. Every day is something new and something different, just to try to interact with our followers and engage with them. And then we also use an outside source called Crowdfire. So it allows us to know when our followers are very active. But right now we're kind of under construction of like, what's the next social media schedule going to be like? They still want to change it and develop it further and things like that.
Besides the events, you said you do community service?
Yes.
What is that like? Walk me through that.
Community service, they come from the most craziest ideas at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, we should do a toy drive. Like, let's give back to these kids. Let's make their Christmas special. Like, let's go all out. Let's make it happen.
Oh. Merry Christmas.
So then I was a little bit skeptical, like, how are we going to get the toys? Where are they going to come from? We ended up getting Chick-fil-A as a sponsor. They gave out free chicken sandwiches.
You got Chick-fil-A as a sponsor?
Yes. Italian Fiesta also donated pizzas to the kids for the day. So they had Chick-fil-A pizzas. They got gift cards to Wendy's, McDonald's, Subway, toys for all the kids. It was just a really great experience. It was just really great to see these kids have a really special Christmas. We gave almost 250 toys away.
I feel amazing. I feel golden.
You actually had a publicist reach out to me about this video instead of the other way around. And recently I've been reaching out to a lot of people, and this was actually the first organization to reach out to me instead of the other way around. So that got me thinking, how do you run your outreach? How actively are you reaching out to other people, maybe guest speakers or opportunities for a free video like this? How did you even find out about what I was doing?
Anybody on my team in general, like if we see something or we see someone, they send it to the group chat, they email it to us, and then we reach out, because if you want to grow and advance your business, then you have to reach out to these people. You have to expand your network of people.
So you're constantly reaching out to people?
Yes. You always have to think of ways to advance your business to the next level. You never know who can help you get to that next level.
Why did you decide specifically to prepare young African American girls for college readiness and the workforce? Did you in any way see that lacking right now, maybe in high schools? Do you think high schools are doing a good enough job, like is CPS doing a good enough job for young people today?
In my personal opinion right now, CPS is just not. You bringing me here for like 8 hours of the day to talk about all these topics that have nothing to do with my major, have nothing to do with what I want to do in my life. On top of that, you're pushing college on students who don't even, what if you don't want to go to college? What if you want to go to a trade program and you want to do different things like that?
Yeah.
So my main goal is with going on to launch a college readiness program. It's not just focused on mainly college, but focused on what trade programs are out there. What are like my other options beyond college? College isn't for everyone. Entrepreneurship, what if you want to start your own business and that's what you want to do? You don't always have to go to college. CPS, they don't focus on that. They don't prepare us to have that entrepreneurship mindset. It's like, oh, you got to go work for somebody and that's it. That's what it is. The school system in general, it just needs a lot of help, especially for minorities, not even just African American students, but minorities. Yes, minorities in general, because some teachers, they don't know how to teach minorities. Like they just don't know how to relate. And teachers, they need to learn how to not even just focus on a child's educational, but also the mental, what's going on with that person mentally, what's going on there. Like,
How do you think we should improve on that?
there should be psychiatrists in schools.
I like that.
Because it's like you kick kids out of schools and you don't know what's going on. Oh, you're coming late to school every day. Well, why is he coming late to school every day?
I saw you guys have Black is Gold merch.
Yes.
You have t-shirts. Do you have anything else?
So right now we just have t-shirts.
How did you get those made?
Stitched by me, made them for us. It's a great friend of my mom. What's profit off the t-shirts is donating to the organization. That's just how we keep things running.
What does that sales funnel look like? So how can people buy them, and then how do you get them out to people?
So people can buy them online. All I have to do is go to our website. We'll ship them out to you, or you can buy them at one of our pop-up shops. At like vendor tables that we have, or like for speaking engagements or big events that we have, we sell shirts there all the time.
What are your short and long-term goals for Black is Gold? And what do you think you need to do to get there from where you're at right now?
The short-term goals right now are to just develop the college readiness program and develop the curriculum for that. Also just gaining more members and more resources and more guest speakers and more donors, sponsors. And the long-term vision is for us to be on college campuses throughout the United States.
And finally, because Hustle Guru is all about connecting people in their city, if somebody is watching this right now, if anyone watching this wants to be involved or wants to be a part of Black is Gold, where can they reach out? And are you open to any kind of new talent on the team? What are you looking for?
I'm excited you asked. Applications come out March 1st and they close in May.
Apply to be on your team?
No, you can apply to be a member. And February 24th at Chicago State University, we'll be having an informational meeting for girls who like to join the organization. As far as our team goes, we are looking for a creative director to be over our t-shirt and the photo shoots that go with that, and taking that to another level so that t-shirt sales can increase and continue to constantly increase and grow.
Oh, where can people reach out?
So you can reach out via our email, which is blackisgold17@gmail.com, or you can go on our website, blackisgoldshai.org.